Hey guys, this is Apple Gamer 24/7. I'm here to give you guys a review today of the iPhone 4S. I had this phone for about a week and I just want to give you guys my full review and impressions of it today. So the iPhone 4S comes in both black and white. I have the black model, as you can see right here, and they're both available at launch. So if you guys are looking to see if the white iPhone is available, it is. You can go ask for it, and it will be in stock or something. But they come in 1632 or 64 gigabytes. The 64 gig is the first for an iPhone, and in the United States it comes on AT&T, Verizon, and Sprint. If you don't want the iPhone 4S, you can also pick up the iPhone 4 for $99, and if you want the iPhone 3GS on AT&T, you can pick it up for 99 cents with all these prices with a 2-year contract. You can also get a unlocked version, which can be bought on Apple's retail online store, so you can have an unlocked version to take it across overseas if you need to use overseas carrier, or if you have an AT&T or Verizon plan but don't have an upgrade, you can do it that way. And I don't know, maybe save a little bit of money. I haven't looked at the upgrade cost lately, but that's what I know for pricing. So going over the design of it, it's pretty much the exact same as the CDMA iPhone that came out last year on Verizon. Some of the cases might not be compatible, but if you have any Verizon iPhone cases that you still save when you had a Verizon iPhone, they might work with this. Just double check to see if they fit. So going over the design more in depth, you still have the 3.5-inch screen as you found on all the previous iPhone models, starting from the first one. Up top, let me just bring this a little closer. You have the speaker and the front-facing camera for making FaceTime calls. Down at the bottom, you still got your home button for going back home from creating applications. On the side, it gets a little different with the iPhone 4S. You have an antenna break just like you had on the CDMA model, and the silent switch and the volume rockers have moved down from the GSM model if you're familiar with that. The antenna is still down here just like it was on the iPhone 4. Same on this side, and this is a world phone, which I forgot to mention in previous takes of my review, but this is a world phone, so that means if you take your phone overseas, if you have Verizon or Sprint, you can pop in the SIM card and you can use the iPhone 4S on another carrier such as Orange or O2 in the UK. I'm just guessing because I don't really know UK-based carriers, any other carrier besides Verizon and AT&T and Sprint. Here is the headphones jack for plugging in headphones, the second microphone for noise cancellation, and the power button. On the back, still made of glass as always, you have your new 8 megapixel camera sensor with a bigger aperture. I think it's f2.8 and 8 megapixels, which is always nice. LED flash, the Apple logo, the iPhone, and what's new to this model is the FCC information, which is missing from the CDMA version. And down at the bottom, you get your 30-pin dock connector, a second speaker, and a microphone. So pretty much the hardware of this iPhone, it has a dual-core A5 chip. Now this is not a total dual-core processor. What I mean is that the clock speed is not 1 gigahertz as Apple mentioned. I know they advertise it as 1 gigahertz because that is the full processor speed. They would probably use that in something like the iPad 2. But for the iPhone 4S, it's a little bit different. They use a 800 megahertz dual-core A5 chip. The only reason they do that is to conserve battery life because they want the best battery life for the devices, and having a 1 gigahertz chip takes up a lot of battery and a lot of resources, so they turned it down a little bit to 800 megahertz. Going over the performance, if I would turn the phone on and scroll through my home screens as I normally would, there is no lag, and I haven't seen any slowdown since I bought the phone. So even if it has a 800 megahertz processor compared to some Android phones that have 1 gigahertz or 1.2 gigahertz, I haven't seen any difference, and I think it just runs just as fine because I have put this up against a Galaxy Nexus that I have in the house, and it seems to run just as fast or even faster than that. So just in general performance, the phone is quite zippy. What else can I say? The home button, I was a little concerned about the home button. This home button has a little more like clickiness to it, which I like a lot, but at my other iPhone didn't have that. The one thing I did also notice too, this is something new for me, it goes the right way for the right model, and as I'm talking, I'm opening applications. So better close out those. But overall, the phone is quite zippy, and if you're just looking to browse email, surf the web, make some phone calls, text, this phone will definitely get the job done for you. Network comparisons I'm gonna talk about next. As you guys may have known, I switched my iPhone from AT&T to Verizon, and I do have to say my overall week with Verizon Wireless has been awesome. I only had a few small problems with just putting my number over when I first got my phone. I got my phone about 3, and my number did not port over to Verizon until maybe 9 o'clock at night. So it was a pretty long port. But other than that, I haven't had too many problems. I had to switch my data plan over to what I had in AT&T because they would match it for me, which is nice. But over on AT&T, on Verizon, I should say, is very nice and fast. No drop calls, better service. I'm really happy with it. I actually did a speed test before I got rid of my AT&T iPhone of the network speeds around here, comparing it to Verizon. I'll put that picture up now so you guys can see it. And obviously, judging from the picture, the Verizon model is definitely a lot faster than the AT&T version around here. So I have to give Verizon props for their network speed. Next thing I want to do is review Siri. Siri is the voice assistant that comes on every iPhone 4S or iPhone 4 if you jailbreak. But this is just going to give you a demo of what you can do. You can ask Siri questions, you can make appointments, you can make notes, you can make reminders. It's basically everything you want. So we're going to do some test stuff here. What is the weather like today? Can this guy process it? Takes a little slow because my internet's running a little slow.
Doesn't look so nice today.
Then it gives you a detailed look at the forecast. And if you have other things in mind, you can say, what about California?
It's not looking too good in California, Maryland today.
Alright, then it gives you a detailed look at a city, and you can do another. You can ask another question. Set timer 30 minutes.
Your timer is set for 30 minutes.
You can tell it to do things. And it's just really handy to have. I use this quite a bit. I use it for a lot for making notes or reminders and adding things in my calendar because it's kind of hard for me to type in on walk at the same time. So having Siri on here is a quite good bonus for me. So we're gonna just get out of that. And overall, just my final thoughts. I really have no complaints about this phone. It's my perfect phone. I like my iPhone 4, and it's basically what this is. It's just an iPhone 4 just upgraded and on a new carrier for me. I really haven't had too many problems. I will put some test pictures of the 8 megapixel camera down right now so you guys can see what the quality looks like. It looks quite good. But overall, if you guys have any questions about the iPhone 4S, please leave it down below, and I will see you guys later. Alright guys, this is my first video taking on the iPhone 4S. I forgot to mention in my review that this iPhone 4S also records 1080p HD video recording, so which is good. So right now I'm just showing you guys the IMAX screen, and the tap to focus still works. If I want to go over to my second monitor and focus on it, I just tap on it like normal. And then the autofocus should turn back in once I hit another object. But this is what the video quality looks like, guys. Tell me what you guys think down below. And I hope you guys enjoyed the review, and I'll see you guys in the next video once again.